Okay, what do we see? Hey, Badran's note. So we've got one particular set of 5 things. Yep. So that almost certainly is what we need
Lead the way.
to get you out of the bog. I think we're nearly done with this area. So just got one northwest section. Hopefully we can get through without dying horribly. Okay, right.
Tell me.
You're back! Get me out of here! At the edge of the ritual circle, you can see scratched into the mud. You notice 5 familiar characters, just like the ones in the note you found. Without knowing what to look for, there'd be no more than furrows in the dirt. Examine the symbols more closely. Can't see anything interesting. What? Did you find something? Past the barrier, Benno watches you with rapt interest. A flicker of movement catches your attention. You look up to see you've gained an audience. In this dim light, the spirit is nearly invisible, a shimmer of essence you can barely pick out against the bog. You begin to see more shapes coalescing in the fog. The first raises its hands. Wait, please. Who are you? What? I thought we went over that. You feeling all right? Badran called us out here, but his spirit slips our grasp. We will continue our work if you would let us. It is all the purpose that remains to us. The betterment of the self, the craft of virtue. This man, Benno, is pocked through with jealousy and petty lusts. He thieves from his partner. He abandoned his child. But his essence holds the same brilliant potential of any man. And while your soul, Watcher, is a bright and fierce thing, his is fragmented, weak. Let us mend it, shape it. How would you... Can you shape anyone's soul? Those set before us freely, those weakened by many turns upon the wheel. Yours has been strengthened by your journey, like tempered steel. And how would you do that? As one might carve the rot from an apple. It is painless, freeing. He would feel himself unburdened. I mean, that's not really my decision. There's no one else. Badran had only his teachings, his hopes to guide us. You can hear us and see us. What do you want from me, then? Give us the time to work on him. Then we shall release him. Fine. He's been a jerk. You see the spell barrier ripple, and Benno looks up in excited anticipation. But you sense, too, a sudden cold weight in the air. The gathered spirits shine all the brighter as if strengthened by your permission. They move towards Benno, and you lose sight of him beneath the whirling lights. It's strange. I've never felt better. I'm not sure what I was worried about. I'm going to see if Hurla's alright. See, meet you by the wagon. Yeah. Not sure I feel good about this.
Tell me.
But, no, if he is definitely a better person, then you get the ethical quandary of, like, is it morally good to mind control evil from someone? Hey, thanks for getting Benno back. He's been telling me how much of a help you were. I owe her my life. She deserves the credit. Yeah, I've never seen him say a kind word about anyone. Guess you made an impression. And here's 200 cash. Hope the two of you are getting along better. And you haven't restocked? Oh, you have. I will take your camping supplies.
I'm here.
Alright, cool. So, that is about that. We just need to head up here and press our way through. So the Archmage is definitely here, and the map is structured to force us to fight our way through. We'll double check if there's anything that I've missed here, because I just realized I have definitely missed something, like some map space, even if I've not actually missed anything. Okay, cool. I'll take your stuff. Alrighty, and now we can head up here and get through. So we should have a confrontation with an Archmage here, if I do not miss my mark. Which is why we save, because this game only quick saves on map transition, not quick save, auto saves. As you shoulder through the vines, they shudder and pull away from you, forming a clear path through which to cross. You pass safely, only to hear rustling behind you as the vines bar passage, curling into a tight knot of thorns and vegetation. You notice movement up ahead. A robed figure rushes forward, stumbling through the muck. He blows a single piercing tone on a signal horn. The sound carries through the bog, echoing off the cloistered trees and ruins. Beneath it you hear an ominous rumble, and the murky water to the north begins to bubble and pitch. A slick, scaly snout crests the water surface. It is the only warning you receive before a massive beast rises from the bog in a shower of mud and bog water. The dragon shakes vegetation from its horns and lowers its head to set a keen eye on you. Wave. The dragon inclines its head. You think you spy a glint of amusement in its saucer-sized eyes. You notice a small dark shape in the distance. You feel a sudden buffeting gust of wind from above as the shape grows. A winged silhouette descends swiftly upon the clearing. As the second dragon comes to a heavy landing, you take note of the figure on its back, a woman with sweeping horns, garbed in flowing robes. She slides from the dragon's back in one graceful movement. Ah, yeah. That's two dragons.
I expected you'd find us eventually. I'm a little more surprised to find you're still carrying that abomination around. I imagine Consulhot is better company without his tongue.
I'm getting used to having him around.
You could do better, I have to say. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I am Llengrath.
I thought Llengrath was a man.
As was my predecessor. He too lives on in me. We are all, you see, Llengrath.
Interesting.
Llengrath knew something Consulhot did not. The brevity of life should be embraced, not feared. Each generation brings with it renewed strength and saves us from stagnation. When his time came, Llengrath was willing to let go, to leave his memories and body behind. He entrusted the gift of his life force, his vibrant spirit, to a worthy successor. Consulhot clung to his pathetic existence like a leech. And there are others like him, who would see all the world serve as kindling, if only their flame can go on burning. Consulhot's knowledge cannot outlive him.
So that's why you were after the phylactery, to destroy it?
More than that, to ensure it could never be replicated. You yourself could easily have become the latest tool in Consulhot's efforts to thwart the wheel, and place himself beyond the reach of time. He would have used your very essence for fuel. A lesser death than you deserve, I think. But you made it out. In truth, I am glad you came. It saves me the effort of chasing you.
Consulhot and I were not exactly friends.
And for killing him, at least, I do thank you. But you should not have interfered. Commander Ballerin would have brought me the phylactery. All of this could have been avoided.
Why hire the Torn Bannerman anyway?
Discretion. It would hardly have been ideal to fly in atop Gavanerkos and get the attention of every dragon hunter in the region. I'd heard the Bannermen were competent. It turns out that you're more competent.
So why is it so dangerous?
Think on it. You must have seen how desperately Kith cling to their lives. What measures they're willing to take to ensure theirs is the consciousness that lingers longest. The phylactery was to be Consulhot's great triumph over death. All the evil that Kith have done in search of falsehoods would pale in the face of what they will do for the truth.
I'm not sure everyone's as willing as Consulhot was to carve up their own skull.
It only takes one.
What if I just give you the phylactery?
We could simply take it from you. After.
I'm trying to keep things civil.
Yes. It feels a little macabre for my tastes. Like the Stelgar with a hair.
Look, I think we've got a lot to teach each other.
I'm listening.
Right. Well, I saw what Odnua did to preserve his son's life. This secret should stay hidden.
The Odnua? Interesting. Sounds like a tale I'd like to hear. Perhaps there is a way. A pact, if you will. If you truly mean to keep the secret of the phylactery to yourself, we can seal the oath with an exchange. A small transfer of soul essence.
Sure.
I would possess a glimpse of your abilities, and you a taste of Llengrath's wisdom.
Sounds good.
Good. Then come closer, and we'll see it done.
As long as you don't, betray me, and then, use this as an opportunity to murder me. As Llengrath's hand draws away from your face, you feel a distant loss. You suspect you've forgotten something, but you can't remember what, or why you should care. There are other memories in its place, not images or events, but a well of information gleaned over decades, waiting to be recounted. In that moment of discovery, you feel invigorated and powerful.
Different.
Gaffer peers down at you. She smells different. Sulfur sniffs the air.
There. It is done.
Llengrath appears unchanged, apart from her pleased smile.
I hope much good comes from our alliance. To that end, a parting gift. Go in peace, my friend. May the spirit of Llengrath guide you.
Cool. 5 security. I guess the dragons are going to help protect the stronghold? Hey, mental prowess. So what's that do for us? I'm here. And here. What does that do for us? +1 perception, intellect, and resolve. So, whoops, I just needed to go further up the character sheet. So, firstly, it does stack with Song of the Heavens. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, it looks like talents always stack, which is good.
Tell me.
Really? You're just going to continue to give me average adventure?
Uh-huh.
Okay, anything else? Nope, that's it. That's cool.
Got it.
Alright, so I guess we'll look around this area. That's an exit. Good. Anything else? Don't think so. Alright, that was a nice confrontation. I'm glad I didn't have to fight her. I had enough trouble with the other 2 dragon fights I did. Don't actually want to fight 2 dragons at once. Alright, so that leaves us with Servant of Death, and then Court of the Penitent / Council of Stars. So, Servant of Death. We need to go deal with 2 people. So first we go to Burial Island and have a chat with the leader of the Golden Grove. Try and convince her that she doesn't want to hang around forever because Barath doesn't like it.
No sign that anyone's been here in ages.
Oh, hey. Iovara looks...
When we were children, and the missionaries came to tell us about the gods. They told us we could see them in the stars. I remember when I heard that, I snuck out at night and climbed the watchtower in the old fort because I wanted to see them better. That fort burned down a few years ago when we cast the missionaries out. It was the missionaries who set fire to it. They didn't want us to be able to use it. Shame. There was history in that fort.
They'll do a lot worse if they ever return. Those missionaries are all inquisitors now. Strange to think they're the same people underneath, but I suppose you would know. This is your home as much as it is mine. Do you worry about it? I worry about you. You should be more worried about yourself. Half the guards still plot your death at night. I
miscalculated many things since this began. I'm relieved you weren't one of them. It's a good thing we didn't hang you. I always knew this path would have consequences, but I never wanted to see Kratom suffer on my behalf. I don't think I can stay here any longer. I am told the Inquisition is gathering an army, that they have sent messengers to bargain with rulers from distant lands. Kratom is not built to withstand a siege. If war is coming, I should be doing what Theos is doing. I will need allies. Allies in a stronghold that can resist an invading army.
You can feel words formed long ago rising in your throat like a toxic black bile. Have you thought about Oceanus?
Oceanus. They have held off many would-be invaders, and their king has no love of the Inquisition's faith. I wonder, would he listen?
Okay. Oh, right. That'd be the souls that we were promised. Gotcha. Oh, hey there. Yeah, just die.
That's it.
And you die too. Ah, you hit that.
I'm
That's
here.
better. Sorted.
Yep.
What are you? Uh-huh. You ventured through a door into an underground passage. A staircase coils upward, leading to a dim passage. In the upper level, light filters through the collapsed ceiling. A wall of piled stones and rubble blocks the way ahead. To your observant eye, the mass looks dangerously unstable. The rocks appear to have held together through sheer chance. Moving even the one could send the rest tumbling. Clear the rubble with a pry bar, then? Yep. Dislodge the boulder, it rolls free, and everything else does. Okay, right. So I was warning us that that could happen. But I didn't actually see how we were meant to, resolve that. Okay. Okay. That is a lot of boys. Well, actually ladies, I guess. Here. Have a cobble. You kill that. Everyone else kill this one. And then kill her, and everyone's done. Pretty sure this is where the Golden Grove leader's meant to be, so give us your stuff. You're gonna...
Will do.
Hey, game. You got an interact icon. Let me do something with it?
I'm here.
Fine. Sometimes, game.
I'm here.
Alright, let's look at our map again. Right, so we went up there, block passage. Yep, sure. I take these things, and hey, that is not a pleasant picture. Oh, fine. That is a veritable army, isn't it? Let's just try this. Yeah. I don't think these guys are much of a threat.
Tell me.
Yeah, you attack that. You attack that. You attack that. Everyone's happy. Yeah. I think I might have left this longer than you're meant to. Okay.
Sure thing.
Necklace of Might +3. Actually, I mean, I can probably distribute that to people. But at this point, I mostly want the game to be over. I mean, I've been enjoying it. I enjoyed the story.
That's a long time to live with yourself.
Okay, yeah, sure. I gather there was something that was meant to be up here? Or you're just meant to, yeah, be bolstering me. Take that, kill her. Alright, what do we see over here? Anything? Nope. You.
That didn't work.
And over here we got more of the spirits bolstering. Yeah. As I walk close to them, they do that. Where's the grove lady? Oh hey, I missed those. Hey, Dovehole. I didn't see you there before. Oh right, this is just the boat guy. I've been paying attention. Alright, what do we see up here? Oh, feral druids and shades and other fun stuff. You die. You are not allowed to start summoning lightning. That is not cool. That is just really freaking annoying. Yeah, you guys can kill that. Okay. Fancy sword, last blade of the White Forge. Huh, cool. I mean, it's just a nice sword. But story-wise, I like that, you know, that's being referenced. That is a... Oh, right, of course, these are Engwithan ruins. There's that. That's pretty cool, actually, seeing that on the waterline. Okay, what do we see? Up here, over the left. Anything? No. Just these spirit things. Then where's the Golden Grove lady? There's a path over here.
Wonder what this is.
I'll take it. Okay, Servant of Death. Let's see, Golden Grove. She was... Oh, Elmshaw. Okay. Aren't we in... No, we're in Burial Isle. That's what I get for not reading where I'm meant to go.
You must gather your party before
Elmshaw.
forth.
That's right. Alright, we'll be back here once we've dealt with the Servant of Death. Because I'm doing as much as I possibly can. So close to the end. Okay. But not quite at the end. Unfortunately, we can just kick straight back to the Isle. Kind of annoying that you can go there and leave. Oh, wow, look at that. All those people around Delham now. Guess he has learned something. Elmshaw. So where are you in Elmshaw, lady? We've got to convince you to die or kill you. Whatever the options become. I'm pretty sure that the evil druids in the underground area are probably going to take a harder line stance against letting us get the leader to die. Okay, so if we were just here before. Ah, here, definitely. If I were a druid, I'd be on that island with the funny circle too. Here we are. An elf stands on a dais in the middle of a clearing. The ground is blanketed with leaves in various shades of russet and gold. Her eyes are closed and her arms folded in front of her. A curtain of autumnal yellow hair hangs in front of her face. As you draw near, she lifts her chin and looks at you with shifting hazel eyes.
Greetings, Estremor. You are among the ovates of the Golden Grove.
I'd like to know more about you.
Leaves of a tree. We are many sharing one source, one purpose. Living or dying, we nourish one another. The truths of the soul and of the body are written on every blade of grass and sung by every creature under the sun. We learn these truths and sing them back.
Ours is not the song of the gods, but of Weratha. This is why many of our number study the discourse of herbs and inhabit the skins of beasts. Your essence churns like an eddy in the stream, Estremor. Speak the questions on your soul. Your druids, are you familiar with the Ethic Knoll? A swarm of maggots on a dead songbird, worms hollowing out a mighty spruce. They celebrate the withering of life rather than its budding. They seize strength from others instead of accepting what Weratha freely gives. They take pride in their independence from the gods, yet their leaders demand an even greater sacrifice. Death for life, strength from the spent essence of their petitioners. The Ethic Knoll offer another kind of servitude, one to kith whose souls have long since rotted. The Ethic Knoll should save lives, not end them. On this we agree. So who are you?
High Ovate, an ancient elm among poles and saplings. We have taken root in the same soil, and the others grow in my shade. Their roots nourish my soil. My branches give them shelter. Together, we grow.
Barath has sent me to end your life. It's continued for too long.
And turned your turbulent passions against me, no doubt. What is a god that his voice should carry so far? And what are you that you should so eagerly obey? The gods only have dominion over what we seed, and you would cede matters of life and death to them.
The gods have set rules and let us do as we will, but that's merely a test. Only a fool thinks he's been ceded anything. Do what your god wants or you face the fire. This woman is about to become an example. Are you different? Are you any different? You've extended your life beyond its natural span. Through work and wisdom, the greater the tree, the more fruit it may yield. There are vines climbing an ancient elm into the sunlight. My growth sustains them. Should our harmony fall prey to a god's jealousy? And where exactly would she lead them? She's blind to the limits of her own wisdom. Your growth stunts theirs. They learn nothing apart from you. If this is what you demand of other Ovates, you're no different from the Ethic Knoll or the gods. A storm of protest brews behind her colour-shifting eyes. She says nothing for several seconds, but you see the fury slowly drain from her face as her eyes fade to the brown of dead leaves. Finally, Arona lowers her head. Your words carry truth and shame. It was never my desire to diminish my followers, but I can see where perhaps my roots left no room for them to grow. Very well. If my season has ended, then let me pass with it. As she closes her eyes, the warmth and colour drain from her body. Her breathing slows, her ashen skin stiffening with a dull patina. When the last sigh that leaves her lungs cracks carve their way across her flesh, dividing it into hardening ridges. Within seconds, Arona has petrified, her bark-encrusted face turning towards the Ovates below the dais. So, she turned into a dead tree? Okay. I mean, magic. Can we do anything with her? No? So people are just gonna, for the next while, if they wander through this area, come across a dead tree lady? Still wearing clothing? Too? Okay? Sure. We'll go with it. Now the Ethic Knoll are pretty happy with this. I don't think they'll be as happy with us once we deal with their leader. We'll see if we can talk him into killing himself, but I have this feeling that maybe the guys that murder or do human sacrifice less altruistic when it comes to their reasoning. So up we go. This is the very last quest I have. It's possible I've missed one or two along the way. I certainly have nearly done so in the past. But otherwise, I think we've done basically everything in Pillars of Eternity.
You must gather your...
It's taken a very long time. A very, very long time. But given that this is the first time I've gotten to this point, and I backed the game, right? In fact, to give you a sense of the level at which I backed the game, let's change back to the original pet I had. Tiny obsidian worm. So, here is where their leader is. Why do I get the feeling I'm going to have to kill everyone between here and here? And if I were to do that, is it better to go around this way or to go around this way? So, Archdruid, Barath believes it's time you paid your dues. Yeah, right. Then he can descend from his mighty pantheon and tell me himself.
Since when do the gods send mortals to collect? You don't exactly look like the Pallid Knight. This is the trouble with deities. They meddle in a world that they don't even inhabit. I hope they promised you something better for your next life.